check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Corey, you need a water bottle, sure? The water up. Yeah, check, check, check. Hey. Get your questions ready online. Get your questions ready in the room. Move that. Move that. I done noticed a huge uptick in Islam lately. I don't know where that's coming from. Actually, it's kind of obvious where it's coming from. You got brothers associating, so they trying to find some masculinity. All right, y'all done got raped by the government all 2020. Told your aunties and uncles they had to shut their business down while Target and Walmart stay open and take all the damn money. Got raped all day in 2020. They gave you $1,200 the last 8 months. Now they about to give you another $600 to last the rest of the year. The rest of next year. And brothers trying to find some masculinity, they running back to Islam all over again. It's like the crack epidemic in the 80s, man. Brothers is going to jail and coming out Muslim. You went in a fiend, you came out Muslim. You went in a drug dealer, crack pusher, came out Muslim. Because you went to jail, and that was the only protection you could get. But that's what made you feel like a man. We not covering that today. I just thought I'd speak on that. I'm noticing a very large uptick in Islam. Brothers that's saying inshallah and alhamdulillah and all that garbage. I don't know. Maybe it's just what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing huge numbers. Islam going back up. Makes sense. It makes sense. They pushing all the jobs overseas. All the technologies going overseas, medical advances going overseas. It makes sense. It makes sense. Everything is going eastern. Makes sense. Meanwhile, we on the Florida projects waiting for a $600 check. All right, Doc, we're going to start this class up. Clap it up. All right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no questions yet. As of yet. You see what I'm saying? We ain't getting no questions. Not just this moment. You see what I'm saying? So first and foremost, y'all gonna give me is so I'm gonna get me pull this up. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So before I start this, I don't know whether it's something that I should have called for counsel or something I should have asked in class, but I need to get a clarification on this.
Okay.
You know, as the so-called American system that you know, as you get older, that you should get tested for prostate cancer.
Right.
And, like me, I don't feel comfortable with that. It's like I'm like, what should a man or the Lord do about this situation?
Right. So as you get up in age, the doctors suggest men get tested for prostate cancer, right? The age of men that's getting prostate cancer is going lower and lower every year, meaning it used to be 55, then it's 50, then it's 47, then it's 46, then it's 42. The age is dropping for men, is developing it. I'm gonna tell you as much facts as I can about that small portion. Firstly, if your doctor recommends you get get checked for prostate cancer with good cause, so like there's a reason why, you know what I'm saying, he wants you to get checked out. Like he says, you're in that age bracket where men usually develop it, stuff like that. That's understandable. You see what I'm saying? And there's also nothing. So there's nothing. I've mixed the words that I could use on YouTube up all the time. Don't Lord, pray the Lord they don't block the video. There's nothing gay about a prostate exam. There's nothing gay about a prostate exam. It's the only way they can check for cancer in that region. And unfortunately for men, we have a prostate, and our prostate is susceptible to cancer, and that's the only way they can check cancer in your prostate. So there's a chance you could die from something you know nothing about, right? Or you could have a little bit of an invasion of privacy, to say the least, and have your prostate checked out. I believe they perform a colonoscopy and some other things to check for polyps. They check for polyps in the area. There's nothing in the Bible against having that. You understand? So it's not gay, it's not sinful, it's nothing like that. It's a medical practice. It's the same as a male doctor delivering a baby, right? You like, looking at my woman, you know what I mean? He's a doctor. Like he's certified to do what he's doing. You understand? Like you get a prostate check, you're a patient, and that's a doctor. He's certified or she's certified to do what they're doing, and you're getting checked out for cancer. This is the only procedure available to them to check, or that they've discovered so far to check for prostate cancer.
My following up, sir, is like, is it? I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology, but is it like suicide if you decide not to do so?
No, it is not suicide if you decide that you don't want to have the exam for your prostate done. It's not suicide at all. So, like I said, there's a bracket that you get it in. What I suggest to men, right? What I suggest is learn what causes prostate cancer. Oh, you just develop. Like, here's the problem, right? With people with medicine, science and medicine. You could learn a lot if you picked up a book back in the day. Nowadays, all you can do is touch Google. Now, don't believe everything you research. Cross-reference it, cross-check it, do the studies, the research, the data, all of that. Right? I do that. Not only do I scholar in the Bible, but I scholar in that as well. You understand? So find out what causes cancer. Find out what causes prostate cancer. And if it's the same thing that causes all cancers, find out some things you might be able to do to reduce your chances of getting cancer. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's really it's that simple. When I mean that simple, I don't mean that, okay, you're never going to get cancer now. I mean, it's that simple to find a way to where you like, man, look, I know it ain't the sin or whatever like that. I'm just not comfortable with it. I'm not doing it. That's fine. That's 100% fine. What I would suggest is you just look into it. Well, what causes prostate cancer? Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor what causes it, what lifestyle factors, what food choices, and see if those are some things that you'll be willing to change in order to avoid prostate cancer. Right? See what I'm saying? So there's all types of way. Like I said, I probably wouldn't get it. Be honest with you, probably wouldn't get it. You know, I probably wouldn't get it. But there's no sin behind it, and it's a wise decision because that's the only way that doctors have to tell. You understand? The only way that the doctors have to tell whether or not you have prostate cancer is that procedure. I'm not sure if colonoscopy is the exact term, but I know they go in that region, your rear end region, and they check for polyps. You understand? Abnormalities and shit like and stuff like that. Abnormalities and stuff like that. And then they send it to the lab and they get the test back and they let you know the results. See what I'm saying? So definitely look into what causes cancer. Right? A lot of it is cancer. I'm gonna throw a little factor there. Cancer is called cancer. Everybody has cancer. Everybody has cancerous cells in their body, I should say. Everybody has cancerous cells. If you're alive, you create cancerous cells. That's it. As a people, we create cancerous cells. Cancer cells are cells that have defected. They're sick cells. You understand? The thing is, when you start to create you can develop cancer. A certain amount, you can develop cancer. You just want to look into ways to avoid it and talk with your doctor on it, get closely with it, things of that nature. There's different types of doctors. You have naturopath doctors. You have Western doctors, which I like to call white coats. You see what I'm saying? So you have different types of doctors you go to for different things. You see what I'm saying? Or for the same thing. This doctor might say, look, I believe you should try this. And the naturopath, who may not have, he doesn't practice the science. He might practice with herbs, something like that. Now, they be having certain certifications as well, but it's not, it's not Stanford University or something like that. But they have to go through some type of training as well. He might suggest something else to you. At that point, it will be up to you to decide what you felt like doing, which doctor you would want to go to, and stuff like that. But I'm not big on telling people to just run to the doctor and then do whatever they say. I'm very big on telling everybody, especially black men, for some reason we hate the doctor, go to the doctor, get checked out. That does not mean that, like, there's high blood pressure medicine. High blood pressure medicine, they will give you medicine, and the side effects of the damn medicine will be what you're trying to avoid. Like, this is high blood pressure medicine. Side effects may include high blood pressure. Why the hell would I be taking that? Like that's horrible. You see what I'm saying? So go find out what's wrong. Like, damn, I got high blood pressure. And be like, hey, take this medicine. And you look into that medicine, be like, the side effect is high blood. So you might be like, okay, I don't want this one. I want this medicine, right? Or maybe you want to go to a naturopath doctor who uses herbs and stuff, and she might have a certain tea or something like that that could help lower your blood pressure. You see what I'm saying? There's different doctors. They can do the same thing in many cases. And I always tell everybody, go to the doctor, the one with the sciences and all that. They have all the perfect tools and machinery and, to figure out and go inside the human body. And they developed all that crap to see what's wrong with a person. But sometimes when they're trying to give you what they consider a cure, or really it's a short-term fix, a lot of the times those side effects could be killer. And with black people, they have a habit of putting us on 9 different pills at one time. You understand? They will give us 9 different things at one time, and we wondering why we sleeping 20 hours of the damn day. I could tell you some stories from the world. Stories. Coming home trying to get in the damn house, my mother's knocked out from pills. Not she wasn't a drug addict, but she had different ailments, and they gave her different pills, and it had her sleep for like 18 hours, 19 hours a day. I'm at school. I'm coming home from school, banging on the door. She is flat. I had to go chill at my friend's house, so she just woke up. I had to keep trying the door. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's so, go to the doctor, find out what's wrong, weigh your options. Definitely look into multiple options. Don't just run with what somebody say. Like you came into the UPK, you tested us, you said, let me see if what they saying is right. Right? Found that it was right, you stayed. Go to the doctor, see what's wrong, boom, but I want to give you this. Well, doc, the side effects is this, so I don't want this one. I don't want that one. Well, what about this one? Okay, I looked into this one, it checks out. It checks out as fine. I'll take this one. It's that simple, right? There's many different ways to go about trying to keep up with your health. The main thing is go to the doctor. I don't care what type of doctor, male, female, I don't care what race they are. Go to a doctor. Go to a doctor who is certified in their field to do what they do and get checked out. But you do not have to go and get the routine. What you say it was? What you call it? What you call it? Prostate. You don't have to get the routine prostate test, right? There's other ways. You don't want to get it. Just try to reduce it. All right. Now that's your risk, though. Understand that is your risk.
I understand my risk, but I was like, I won't even feel right after this. Like, I can't do this. What am I supposed to do?
What you mean?
Like to go through that routine.
To go through that, yeah. If you feel like you can't do that, I cannot do that. There's no way. There's nothing you could tell me that's gonna make me do that, right? So you begin to look at other options. You begin to look at, okay, well, and I'm telling you this because I know this for like a fact. When people don't want to go through certain procedures, they'll go and do something else and it'll work. There's not just one way. I'm not somebody that's going some conspiracy nut that's going to tell you everything science put out is wrong and bad. That's not true. That's completely not true. Problem is they do have agendas like every other organization ran by all oppressors. Science is like a religion. You understand? So some of the things that they put out scientifically is factual. Operations, procedures, all of that. And then a lot of the times the medicines they give you for it is the culprit of a lot of other things. And I'm only speaking facts that you take a medicine for high blood pressure that's going to give you strokes. You take a medicine for your strokes that give you intense migraines. It's like a trade-off. You see what I'm saying? So you just want to be very careful with it. And I know of many instances, documented factual instances with facts that people have high blood pressure. They got it to go lower by, doing some non-conventional methods. You understand? So you could look into some of the non-conventional methods, or maybe your doctor even has something that's an alternative to taking that test. See what I'm saying? It's fine out like that. It's important though that we don't die from negligence, especially in the UPK. And the UPK is very important. We don't die from neglecting our health. You understand? We can't be men of the Lord and we afraid to go to the doctor. So we can't die from like, man, this brother would have still been here. He just went to the damn doctor. You know what I'm saying? So that we can't let that be us. All right. Young man Rob said, what if you have a disease and stop taking the medicine and die? Is that suicide? If you have a disease and you stop taking medicine and die, if you stop taking the medicine and your intention was to die, that's suicide. Like you killed yourself. You knew that this disease, your doctor said this disease would kill you, and you got 3 weeks to live. This medication will keep you alive as long as you keep getting refills. And you stop taking the medicine, like, man, I'm gonna die. I'm sick of this, man. I'm not taking this medicine no more. No, that's suicide. You killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the doctor for not refilling your prescription. You can't really blame nobody for nothing. Right? You said, I don't want to take the medicine no more. When the doctor told you stop taking this, you did. You understand? It's like with AIDS medicine. If they stop taking AIDS, it takes over their immune system. It shuts down their immune system and they die. That medication is absolutely necessary for people with AIDS, whatever the hell that medication is. Catch that damn green monster, you better take them pills for life. Give me Revelations 2:11. Bakari, give me a like a paper towel or something. Revelations 2:11.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 11.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. The water. Oh, that's better. I put too much oil on. Revelations 2:11. Go ahead and read it.
Come. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Mm-hmm.
He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
Go up to verse 8.
Come. Revelation 2, verse 8. And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write, these things said the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich.
I know thy works, thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Good.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right. I was talking about the fake Jewish man, the squigglies on his side, a little yarmulke cap on. It's talking about him. He's the fake Jew. They're not actual Jews. They're synagogue of Satan. Good.
Verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, and that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
You know what? Actually, stop right there. I see the question you have in 2:11. I believe I'm like 80% sure I know what your answer is. Let me get some clarification on you on your question for you before I give you an answer on that, Rob. I think I know what you're talking about, but well, I know what you're talking about. I think I know the answer for you, but let me get some clarification on that, and I'll get back to you on Friday. Let me see me actually write that down. Give me 1 second. All right, no, you can leave that alone to buy. Some cat named Ancient Path 144. This is one of those nuts from last week. One of those nuts who said that they wouldn't get who said that the mark of the beast is the chip, and unless you got the chip, you can't buy and sell. So he not gonna buy none of his own groceries. He believed that the mark of the beast is a chip and it's a sin, but he gonna let his mother get it so she could go to the store and buy his food. He gonna say, the brother said, can't somebody else get your food? Can't somebody with the mark get the food for you? Well, obviously you don't care about black people, do you? You care none at all about black people. You just must be the holy grail of Israel and everyone must protect you. You want a damn ice cream cone, your mother got to get the chip and go to Rita's.
If I could, I don't think a person like that is not a man of God.
He's not a man at all. Khan,
because where's the brotherhood?
Where is Khan? It's non-existent. That's the problem. You so damn hung up with The chip is the mark of the beast. The chip is the mark of the beast, and that's a sin. The mark of the beast is a sin. The chip is a sin. You can't get into heaven with that. So you would condemn your mother to dying in America at the hands of the angels so that you could eat a turkey and cheese. You're the exact reason why we're in America right now. Brothers like you, brothers that talk like that and think like that, you are the perfect reason on why we are stuck here right now. The perfect reason. Because you believe that going to buy food will be a sin in the future. But obviously you have to eat. You have to eat to stay alive. Obviously. That's like the Most High saying breathing is now a sin. There won't be Israelites left. You understand? If food is a sin, there won't be Israelites left. But you believe that food will be a sin in the future. And you won't go get your own food because it's a sin to do that. But you'll send your mother, your wife, your brother, your sister, your children. You'll send everybody who you so-called love around you to the store for you to go be sinners for you and feed you. Like you a damn holy grail. The scum of the earth, man. That's the scum of the earth. Those actions are the actions of the scum of the earth. That same brother wants to know what is charagma in the Greek. In the New Testament, what is charagma? Didn't post the verse that he want. He just want what is charagma? What G from the Strongs? He wants G5480 charagma. That's where you find it at in Strongs. And how the hell is that not being in the ISUPK? To have the mark of the beast, to worship white Christ, is to not be here. If you call yourself an Israelite and you do not come home with your brothers and break bread with your brothers and love your brothers in the one body that Christ has sanctioned, you serve white Christ. White Christ is all for dividing us. It doesn't matter if you know that you are Israelite and you named yourself. It don't matter. You know, like how stupid is that? You know that you are Israelite and you named yourself, so you believe you righteous, but you won't unite with your brothers because you still serve white Christ. The entire goal of that white Jesus Christ image was to divide black people. We covered this last class. I'm not spending the whole damn class on it this time. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending the whole damn class covering this again. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what the I.S.U.P.K is not. The I.S.U.P.K is not the place for you to play around. This ain't the place you play around. Since you want to know what charagma is so bad, young man, I know you don't have you don't have the Hebrew on that phone. So I'm gonna read this. Charagma from the Strongs says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of Christ. So it's taking that directly from Revelations, saying this is, something from Revelations. The mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work, idolatrous images. Your charagma is the same white Jesus that still pops in your head when you keep logging into these damn classes. Every time you come here and the I.S.U.P.K is breaking down your questions, you still have white Jesus in your head. You have white Jesus sitting right in your head. That is your charagma. Your idolatrous images, your carved sculpture, your graven work, like that huge, they got that huge white Christ, I believe in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yeah, it's about the same size as the damn Statue of Liberty. The thing is huge and it's supposed to be Christ. You understand? That is charagma. I'm going to answer this question because I told this brother I would answer this question. I told him last week I would answer this question. So I will answer your question. Now, if you want your question answered, there are rules to follow. There are rules to follow. Do not keep posting the same damn question and have patience. Do not keep posting the same question and have patience. and act like you got some act right. Act like you have sense when you sitting in this class online. So the brother want to know what Strong's, what in Acts 17 and 29. Go to Acts 17 and 29. We'll answer your question because see, in the UPK, we're men of our word, we're men of honor. I told you after we destroyed you last week, if you came back, I would answer your questions. I would answer the other questions you had because I couldn't just destroy you all night. I obviously had to teach the other brothers, but it was the white man's Christmas. It was Christmas. We were teaching Christmas. I paused Christmas to destroy you.
Sir.
Can't do that all damn night. But I told you if you came back Wednesday, we could do it again. So Acts 17 and 29, he wants to know what charagma means. Give me 1 second. He wants to know. Let me look at it right quick. Right quick. Graven. It says graven. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven by art and man's device. Are you insane? You gonna give me the scripture that Salakia, brother? Read the scripture. Read the scripture. Read the scripture.
Sir.
You must be insane.
Acts chapter 17, verse 29. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought to not think that the Godhead is like unto gold, or silver, or stone graven by art and man's device.
This says, let me scroll down. I scrolled up. God isn't an idolatry. God isn't gold, silver, or stone. That calf isn't your God. That rock of Allah isn't your God. The elephant that they think holds the earth isn't God. The picture of white Jesus isn't God. Those are all fake gods. It's not like gold or silver or stone or graven by art and man's device. You think graven by art and man's device means graven, meaning grave. He dug in your skin. Man's device. They put something that can hold the chip technology and shoot it deep in your skin. Brother, this graven by art and man's device, you wanted charagma so damn bad, didn't you? Because you thought that was your ace in the hole. Graven, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. That is your white Jesus. How do you know? How do you know that the I.S.U.P.K isn't just making this up? How do you know that? How do you know the I.S.U.P.K isn't just saying what we want to say so we could be right? We ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto what, young man?
Is like unto gold or silver or stone graven by art and man's device.
Gold or silver or stone. It's talking about things that you put up instead of God. Not talking about a chip that you put in your skin to go to the store and buy groceries. These are things that you put up to worship instead of worshiping God. How do you know? We put a golden calf up in the past. Silver, we worship money to this day. Stone, we worship Allah to this day. Graven by art. In the Renaissance, who whitewashed all that art? Who took all the art and gravened all the art, wrote over all the art and made Christ white? Graven by art in man's device. What is man's device? Meaning what man does. Left alone. You ever heard somebody say, if you leave them alone to their, matter of fact, if you leave them alone to their own devices, they'll do whatever. Give me Job. Just keep that. Give me Job 21 and 27. Hold on. Let me see. You got what I asked for? Get.
The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 27. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the device which ye wrongfully imagine against me.
And the devices which he wrongfully imagine against me. When you leave somebody to their own devices, their own thoughts, man's devices, like it says in 17 and 29, is not the device to put the chip in your arm. His devices are the things he thinks of to go against God, the things he thinks of instead of God. Now, I'm not going to worship the Father. I'm going to worship this picture. I'm going to worship white Jesus like Massa. You understand? That's man's devices. And yes, if you have the mark of the beast, you are not in the I.S.U.P.K. You know why? The mark of the beast is serving that white image. How do you know fake Israelites serve the white image? What has the white image done? What has it done to black people? What is that white Jesus that they teach you is a panhandler with spaghetti hair who looks like a white woman in a robe stepping out the shower? What have they told you about him? That man begs for money on the corner and says, love everybody. Somebody punch you in your face, turn the other cheek, and let them knock you the hell out for real this time. That man has single-handedly destroyed black people. He has told black people that you don't have to come together to be great. You know what you got to do? You got to log into online classes and spew nonsense at priests and prophets. That's what you do. That's how black people come together. Black people come together by not knowing a damn thing. Let me tell you what these half of homos do. They get online and they create videos. They get online and create videos. They create videos looking like drug addicts, smelling like weed and piss, and would never touch a corner. They would never touch a corner like a real I.S.U.P.K soldier. They wouldn't dare do it. I'm not, once again, I refuse. I utterly refuse to cover this again. I refuse. Being in the I.S.U.P.K means you don't have the mark of the beast. Being outside the I.S.U.P.K, it is likely you have the mark of the beast, because that means you would serve white Jesus. It don't matter if I know Jesus is black, you still serve white Jesus because you refuse to love black people. You want to keep asking questions and keep asking questions, keep asking questions. I think they running back going to get they fake elders. I think they've been smoking weed like a year longer than them, so that makes them their weed elder. They running back and going getting them, and they asking more questions and more questions and more questions, and never trying to concede when they're wrong. Last week, these men said they would send their mother to the store to be a sinner. They believe groceries will be a sin. Going to buy groceries, you won't be able to do that without a mark of the beast. So you'll be a sinner. I will send my family to go be sinners so they can come back and feed me and I can be righteous. I will create sinners so I can be righteous. You sound like the Pope. You sound like the Pope. That's what you sound like. You sound like the damn Pope, the president. You sound like the president. I will let everybody be LGBTQ so that everybody loves me and I'm righteous. You understand? That's what Obama did. Obama got in office and said, I'm going to let everyone do whatever the hell they feel like. And because of that, everybody will love me and I'll be righteous. You understand? Everybody look at Obama like he did something. Like Obama was this great damn president, when all he did was make it easier for gay people to operate in the United States. That's all he did. Leave. I answered your question. If you stay, fine. But you will not interrupt class. Matter of fact, if you keep posting it, I'm just going to remove you. Because I don't have time. I answered your question. I told you what charagma was. I told you why not being an I.S.U.P.K means you likely have the mark of the beast. You could just crawl back to whatever hole you was in with the weed you was smoking. You nuts. These are the same nuts that think the Lord talked to them personally. You found out you was an Israelite 3 years ago, smoking weed. Stand up if you need to, Ak. Stand up if you need to. Put a little water on your face. Get a little cold water. Get a little cold water, splash it on your hand, throw it on your face or something like that. You found out you was an Israelite 3 years ago with a blunt in your mouth, watching YouTube in your basement, in your drawers. But now all of a sudden you a high priest of Israel. You're an authority on the Bible. All of a sudden you know things. All of a sudden you know things. Man, go back in your basement. I'm done. Is there any new questions? Is there any new questions? Bakaria.
I have a question. I want to talk about: is there any scripture in the Bible that could prove an atheist wrong? Like anybody that doesn't believe in God, because there's some people that say, oh, if I don't see him, then he's not real. Is there any way to like prove them wrong? Any scripture?
If they haven't seen them, hold on.
Sorry, because they always say, "Oh, if I haven't seen them, then he's not." Stuff like that.
John 14:9. I done answered all your questions. Whoever ancient path is, I done answered all your questions. What is the image of the beast? What is the false prophet in Revelation? Like I done told you what the image of the beast is. I keep telling you, it's who you think of every night you pray. Every time you pray at night, it's who you thinking about. It's white Jesus. I got an issue, right? Why don't y'all just ever, before y'all come trying to disprove the ISUPK with your limited knowledge, you know nothing. All day, every day, you talk about the damn vaccine. All day, every day. The vaccine is coming. The vaccine is coming. You crackheads, you weed heads, you junkies, you half a homos, you have not been able to get one brother off of crack, one brother off of weed, get one brother off the corner, stop one brother from being a sinner. But yet and still, you continuously come up against the ISUPK without even knowing what the ISUPK does. You sit in your basement all day and cry and cry and cry about a damn vaccine. That's all you do. You've never thought, well, let me sit in the I.S.U.P.K. classroom and maybe let's see if I could learn something. You're so proud in your head. You're so proud you think you know something. You're so proud you come up against your brothers thinking that you have the truth when you just learned this. You just learned this. You're a baby in the truth. You're a baby. You're not even in the truth. Read John 14:29. 14:9.
Concert. Yahweh shall say unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me?
You know what y'all remind me of? Y'all remind me of a female. Like that's why I don't want to like respond in argument, because you remind me of a woman. You remind me of a woman where they try to argue and you obviously win the argument. So they just act like you didn't win, and they keep asking the same question in different ways, trying to fake laugh and smile like you don't even know what you're talking about. Whole time they've been lost. They've been lost. You remind me of a woman. You should come in the I.S.U.P.K. and get stronger. And don't worry, we're not gonna hold none of this against you. We ain't gonna hold none of this weakness against you. Just come into the I.S.U.P.K. and get stronger. But you remind me of a woman right now. You understand? You remind me of a woman who lost the damn debate, lost the argument, and keeps trying to ask the same question in different ways. Come into school. Come into school, we'll fix you. I won't even mention this to nobody. When you come in, I won't even say it was you. Just come in the damn school and stop being a woman. Read John 14:9 in the top.
Concert. Yahweh shall say unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that has seen me hath seen the Father.
He that have seen me have seen the Father. Go ahead.
And how sayest thou then, shew us the Father?
Shew us the Father. That's how you break down the atheist. The atheist, all you got to do, if you seen me, you seen God. I don't believe in nothing I can't see. Well, you see me right here telling you to put the weed down. You see me right here. If you seen me, you seen God. What do you mean you think you God now? No, he said don't smoke weed. So I'm going around telling y'all stop smoking weed. You understand? I'm going around telling y'all stop smoking weed. That's what you tell an atheist. Atheists more than not, they believe in God. The God they believe in is themselves. You understand? That's the problem with an atheist. They believe that they're God in reality. There's no God, so they do whatever they feel like, whatever pleases them, like a God does. Like the Most High doesn't, whatever he wants to do, he does. So they think that they're a God. You understand? They think that they're God and, you and all of that. You so damn work. Oh, I gotta leave it alone. So I can't leave it alone. Is that all? That was it?
Concert.
That's how you break it down to an atheist. On an atheist, that's how you break it down, man. You break it down like that on an atheist. You just tell them you don't believe in God. You see me right here. We laugh and we have good times together, all the way up to the point where I told you can't smoke weed. All the way up to the point where I said I want to be a different man. We was cool. You don't believe in God, you looking God right in the face. You understand? I'm saying, then look, the slave, like the brother said, the prophecies in the Bible came true. You don't believe in God, then there must be one that smart man running around the earth, writing about everything that's gonna happen. It must be. You pull Deuteronomy 28 on him and tell him, ask him if he don't believe in God after that. Pull Deuteronomy 28 and break down everything that's wrong with black people in America today in one chapter of the Bible. And ask him then if he don't believe in God. And if he still says no, man, the brother is just a liar. He's too caught up to admit he was wrong. You understand? Give me Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 38. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit extra on this damn vaccine. So I'm tired of half of homos being afraid. Y'all afraid? You know why you afraid, man? You don't even go outside and get fresh air every day. That's why you afraid. You're afraid of the damn vaccine because your immune system is weak. Your immune system is just horribly weak because you never step outside your basement. You be preoccupied with porn. Be preoccupied with like porn and weed and just commenting of the people posts on Facebook and Twitter, just commenting vaccine. Like, how do y'all live your life? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how you live your life in fear of a needle. As a child, you live your life in fear of a needle. Like when it's time for your child to get a needle, you have to hold them down. Let me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 38 and 4. 38 and 1.
Concert. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a
Physician
with the honor due unto him.
Honor a doctor. This goes also for your question earlier in the Bible. Honor a physician, which is a doctor, with the honor due unto him. Meaning that brother ain't go to school for nothing. You understand? He ain't spend, I think they spend 8 years. And if they want to be a head doctor, it's even longer. Like you want to be a head doctor, a lot of them spend 11 years, 12 years. Yeah. You don't just spend 8 years, come out, and you getting $350,000 a year. No, you are underling. You know what I'm saying? And you working while you in college and all that. That's why most head doctors you see, like 39, mid 40s at their earliest. That's the earliest you see them. Because it takes that long for, you in schooling, and then you got to work under other accomplished doctors. You know what I'm saying? Which is also why you can't just pop up and get off your couch and be in the truth now. All of a sudden, I'm a head priest. Because you ain't been through enough seasons in this. You ain't been through this enough. You ain't sat at the feet of generals and learned nothing. So you can't, that's just not you. You can get there, but everything take time. You understand? But anyway, honor a physician with the honor due unto him. That brother went to college for a reason. He studied what he studied and he passed for a reason. Go ahead, read on.
Answer. For the uses which you may have of him.
For the uses which you may have of him. So whatever you could use a physician for, use him. You understand? So whatever he's good for, if you have that problem, use him. You understand? So if he can help you with a problem that you having, use him. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord created him. The Lord created science, medicine, or medicine science, whatever you want to call it. He created that. You understand? Read on.
2. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The physician shall receive honor of the king, meaning the king certifies these, meaning, prime example, Trump took the damn vaccine back in like October or something like that, and he certified the physicians. You understand? He's the king of the United States. He certified the physicians. This vaccine is good. This is, they know what they're doing. They did this. This is a good vaccine, blah, 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 like that, whatever, like that. It's like, what was that, 2? Hold on. For of the Most High cometh healing, meaning whether you take it or not, it's of the Most High that cometh healing. But one of the tools the Most High gave you, is a doctor. That's one of the tools he gave you to fix yourself. So don't be like, I'm sick, I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray. It's Christian. Like, that's Christian. The Most High gave you things on earth to do actions. You understand? That's why he'd be like, I pray a miracle fall. I pray like y'all do in y'all basement. I pray a miracle fall. I pray a miracle fall. I pray a miracle fall. I pray. And you don't get up and do nothing. You don't put no work in. You do nothing. So America hasn't fallen yet because you're a slugger. You would never put work in. So America hasn't fallen yet. That's right. America hasn't fallen yet because you are not a man. That's why it hasn't fallen yet. Because you in your basement praying, I pray a miracle fall. I pray a miracle fall. I pray a miracle fall. And as soon as you get on the I.S.U.P.K class, we answer your questions all the way down to the bone. And say, look, just come to class, man. Just keep coming to class, keep learning, man. I'm telling you, it's something to learn here. It's something to learn here. No, I can't do that. I can't, because you ain't a man. You understand? Not a man. You're a dreamer. You're a dreamer. You're like MLK. You're a dreamer. You're a selfish dreamer. Because you would send your friends and family to the store to be sinners. Because you're a selfish dreamer. I pray a miracle fall. I pray a miracle fall. And if that means sacrificing everybody you love around you so that you don't be looked at as a sinner, well, then you'll do that. Because you don't understand the Bible. And whoever the hell Masha Bar is, there's like 6 different vaccines. So if you know one of them is made with aborted baby cells, then don't take that one. Don't take it. You're just afraid of needles. Like, just tell the truth. You're afraid of needles. Read on.
Constant. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head.
The skill, meaning all that studying, all those tests, all those trials, all that going back and forth over data and sacrificing late nights and early mornings for his science and his medicine. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head. When they got to take a bullet out your body and then using them little tools and he's sweating, he got to keep working. So he got a nurse there just to pat his forehead so the sweat don't fall into the open wound. Like all that stress that he does, all that skill shall lift up your head. You understand? It's going to cause you to be like, man, I'm hurt. I'm down. I got this ailment. If he does his job right, it lifts your head up. You understand? You get to be whole, healthy. Read on.
And in the sight of the great men, he shall be in the admiration.
Great men shall hold him in admiration. Great men shall be like, I conquer towns and I conquer cities and I take what I want. But lo and behold, when I go to war and I get stabbed, I have to come to you to get fixed. And you fix me. Surely you are a great man in your own right. Great men shall hold you in admiration. Here's the problem with these doctors of today. This applies to doctors. Understand that this applies to doctors. You understand? This applies to doctors 100%. The problem is, and doctors have agendas today, different, or like, because they'll have conflicting reports. They have conflicting reports. Oh, it does do this. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does do this. No, it doesn't. The same way they'll tell you that DNA tests are accurate. And then another story will come out saying it's not accurate with proof. And then still make up proof to say it is accurate. No, it is. Like science has its own, like it's like religious, like groups inside of science. You understand? They want certain things. They need certain things to get done. Believe that science is also corrupt by our oppressor. Believe that. That's why I said, don't just take everything they say and just run with it, because the goal of America is to kill black people. So the high blood pressure medicine they're giving you is no doubt giving you side effects. There's no doubt giving you side effects. I'm not telling you nothing conspiracy theory. I'm telling you things you can look up. Look it up. They have side effects that come with it. Black women die from hospital mistakes at an alarming rate every year. Every year. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm telling you facts. Read on.
Concert. The Lord hath created medicine out of the earth.
The Lord have created medicines out of the earth. That's why I said, like I said, you can use a naturopath, meaning a doctor who uses things like a doctor might just use herbs and oils and tinctures and stuff like that. That stuff can work. You understand? That stuff can work. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth. What's the proof that all that stuff could work? Do you know when they give you those pills, you know where those pills come from? Herbs. They take herbs, they synthesize them, and they make pills. Sometimes they'll just synthesize it. Sometimes they'll take it and they'll concentrate it. So instead of taking a plant, you're taking this pill, which is like 15 times stronger. But it's the plant, but it's 15 times stronger. You understand? So the medicines that you're taking, even from a white coat doctor or a regular doctor, a Western doctor, those are still from the earth. You understand? All of it is from the earth. When they create something and it's not from a plant or something like that, like an enzyme, let's say they create something in a lab. They still taking it from like an animal or something like that. Like they have enzyme pills and stuff like that, and that comes from animals. I might be losing y'all a little bit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All medicine comes from the earth. Whether you're taking it from an animal, you're taking it, humans got this. Let me try to recreate this in the lab. Everything comes from the earth. All right. Read on.
Concert. And he that is wise will not abhor them.
He that is wise will not abhor them. Meaning you won't hate the medicines if you're wise. You won't hate the coronavirus vaccine if you're wise. If you are wise, you know life and death is of the Most High. If you believe that the vaccines that are out right now don't work, don't take them. And wait until they come out with one that they have tested and put trials behind. If you believe it don't work, it's not a sin for you to wait to see them do human trials and all that. It's not a sin, but you can't be telling people it's a sin to take it. You can't tell people it is a sin to take it. Read on.
Concert. Number 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be knowing?
Mm-hmm. Known, good.
And he had given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doeth he heal men, and taketh away their pains.
Mm-hmm.
Of such doeth the
apothecary
make a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth.
And from him is peace over all the earth. Like in the past, nobody stand up if you need to. Just stand up if you need to. Pace around a little bit. Pace around a little bit. Get your legs under you. Shake it out. All right. In the past, all they did was take herbs, ground them up, try to concentrate them and stuff like that. So all our oppressor did was put them in a lab and tried to further concentrate them even more by using scientific tools. That's it. Now, the coronavirus, he's hit that vaccine. Admittedly, he's rushing it. He is rushing the coronavirus vaccine because it's a pandemic and so many people are dying from it. They don't have time to test it, to go through all the trials they usually go through for vaccines, like with the flu vaccine and stuff like that. So he's rushing it. So if you feel like the vaccine is rushed, you can leave it alone. Leave it alone. They'll do human trials, human testing. They'll keep testing it out, testing it, and testing it. And then you could take it when you feel like it, or you could just never take it. It's up to you. But if you catch coronavirus, you end up in a hotel, in a hospital, chest pains, and you can't breathe, and the doctor's going to treat you for coronavirus anyway. If that's what you would do if you caught coronavirus, if you catch coronavirus, and the first thing you're going to do is go to the hospital, you might as well just take the vaccine anyway. You understand? You might as well just take the damn thing anyway. All right. Read on.
Go on, sir. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent.
Be what?
Be not negligent.
In thy sickness be not negligent. Read on.
But pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole.
You get AIDS, don't be like YOLO. You only live once. I'm about to go out on my best leg and hit the club and just be doing all types of wild things. Hit the club doing wild things because you like, I got cancer. I'm finna die soon anyway. I got cancer. I'm finna die. We about to turn up. I'm about to just eat all the damn shrimp I could possibly eat. It's over. It is over. And I tell you what, 2 months? It is over. He said, don't be negligent in your sickness. You sick, pray to the Most High. That's the first thing you do. You understand? Because life and death is of the Most High. A doctor is there to help you from the Most High. But if you are eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, why would the doctor work for you? Why would it work? You ever thought of that? Have you ever thought that science doesn't work because we don't obey the Most High? Have you ever thought of that? Maybe they would be able to create better science if we wasn't eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Maybe there wouldn't be a need for all these pills if we wasn't eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. So imagine you didn't have high blood pressure. You wasn't getting strokes. You didn't have horrible migraines. Imagine you wasn't getting psoriasis and eczema. Oh, God, that's a horrible one in the ghetto. In the projects, they found out that dead roaches create eczema. Create asthma. Dead roaches, when the roach dies, the carcass disintegrates into the air and gives you asthma. That is a project curse. Asthma is a project curse. It is a curse. You understand? Asthma is a project curse. And if you don't want to have to take the asthma pump, maybe you want to get out the project then. If you want to get out the project, you should probably stop sinning against the Most High. If you stop sinning against the Most High, you won't be in the projects. You won't be under your enemy no more. You won't be in America no more. You understand? What comes first in stopping all your diseases, whether it's the coronavirus, cancer, or whatever, is following God. All of it is submitting to God, all right? Okay, and then young man Rob said the herbs, you got dead rats in the middle of the herbs in the field and poop on them, and you got dead insects, and all types of stuff is wrong with those as well. So it's like, what really works in the earth? God. The Most High works. You don't want to be sick? You should probably follow God. Follow God. And then follow your doctor's instructions. Go to God and pray that he doesn't kill you. Pray that he heals you. And then go to your doctor and follow your doctor's instructions. And the Lord will be with your doctor so your doctor can help you. Read on.
Come, sir. Leave off from sin in order thy hands are all right.
Leave off from sin and don't sin no more. It's the same thing Christ told that lady in the New Testament who had 5 husbands at the well. He said, where's your husband? She said, I have 5 husbands. He said, thou hast said right, because you are a whore. And she was a whore. Said, leave off from this well and sin no more. You understand? Don't sin anymore. Don't do that no more. Don't do that. Don't be a whore any longer. Pray to God, and he'll fix you of your ailments. And don't sin no more. When God heals you, don't be like, I ain't got cancer no more. It's time to be a whole heathen. I'm gonna be disgusting. Don't do that. The Most High heal you, you repay him. You repay him by being righteous. Read on.
Cancer. And cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. Give a sweet Savior and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being.
Read that again.
11. Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering.
No, drop down to 12.
Cancer.
God.
Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him.
Mhm.
Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him.
I mean, black men, this is our problem right here. We don't go to the Most High and we don't go to the doctor. You have to go to the doctor. You want to be healed. You can't just stay in the damn house talking about some. I'ma just what they say?
Thug it out.
I'm gonna thug it out. Yeah, I'm gonna thug it out. Next thing you know, you in a damn hospital, can't breathe, chest caved in, you can't even breathe because you was gonna thug it out like a thug. You're gonna be all gangster against your sickness, and then your sickness decided it was gonna be gangster too. Your sickness decided it was gonna be a real bad sickness and left you in the damn bed, left you in the doctor's bed, doctor's office. You understand? It's like I'm trying to get this. Trying to see something. Give me once. Trying to find in the Old Testament, right? In the Bible. See if you can find this. It's in the Old Testament. What is it? Asa. It's not Ahab. It was Asa. Was it Asa? I'm trying to find that king that was smote in the foot. That king that was smote in the foot. 1 second. Give me Luke 8 and 43. I can't find that. One. Luke 8 and 43. Give me 8 and 40. Luke 8 and 40. This one would be
Luke chapter 8, verse 40. And it came to pass that when Yahushua was returned, the people gladly received him, for they were all waiting for him. 41. And behold, there came a man named Iris, and he was a ruler of synagogue, and he fell down at Yahushua's feet and besought him that he would come into his house. 42. For he had one only daughter, about 12 years of age, and she lay a dying. But as he went, the people wrought him.
thronged. Give me the definition of thronged.
The definition of throng is a large, densely packed crowd of people or animals.
Thronged. The People thronged him. They pressed about him. They was trying to get at him and grab at him. That's what it's saying. People thronged him. It's like they trying to grab at him. All right, they trying to grab at Christ. Read on.
Cancer 43. And the woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any.
A woman having an issue of blood. An issue of blood is any blood-borne illness. So a cancer, not a cancer. So yeah, like a cancer or an AIDS, or I believe Lyme disease. Those are all blood-borne illnesses. The sickness travels in your blood, right? Get it? Huh?
Like asthma?
Asthma doesn't travel in your blood. What asthma is what is it's not a bacteria. It's something. It clogs. Something starts to clogs your airways. I can't remember what it is. Something begins to clog your airways. The medicine you take, it clears out your airways for a short amount of time before obviously you got to take more pumps. It's not blood-borne, no. Go ahead.
Cancer came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanched.
Came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanched. What does that mean? She came behind him, touched the border of his garment, and instantly she was healed. Instantly. From touching the robe of Christ, the woman was healed. Your healing does not all come from a physician. Your healing comes from the Most High. It doesn't just come from a doctor. A doctor isn't the only person or only thing that heals you. You understand? It's more important that the Most High heals you. You believe, Christ said, if you have faith like a mustard seed, you could move a mountain. If your faith was only this large, you could move an entire mountain on earth. I mean, if you just believe this much, we could be out here healing people of their sicknesses right now. If we only believed this much, we believe this much, we would heal people from their illnesses. That's why we got a much longer way to go. We have a long road ahead of us to be able to heal people from a touch like Christ could. All right, because everything Christ did, we are capable of doing as well. All right, read on.
Cancer. And Yahweh said, who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and praise thee.
Press.
And press thee. And said thou, who touched me?
He said, Master, like they're upset with him because they tried to protect Christ, like because Christ is important to them. Like they understand who he is and they love him. And people is all around about trying to get to him. I just want to touch him. I just want to touch him. Just heal him. I just want to touch him. And they upset with him, like, man, why don't you let us protect you, man? You letting all these people reach at you and grab at you. That's why they read it again.
Cancer.
Yahweh said.
And Yahweh said, who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude thronged thee and pressed thee, and said thou, who touched me?
The multitude is grabbing all at you and pressing all at you, and you gonna say who touched you? If you only let us protect you from them, back them up, create a protective barrier around you, and had them keep 12 feet away, nobody would have touched you. Read on.
And Yahweh said, somebody had touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me.
I perceive, I healed somebody just now. I just healed somebody. Somebody definitely touched me. Read. Meaning Peter and them was like, they're protecting him, like they're making sure, you understand, like everybody's like, hey, he backing him up, and he like, they backing him up, keeping protective detail around him. But a woman was able to slip through and just touch the robe, got her hand and touched the robe like that, and it healed her. And they saying, man, if you wouldn't be making these appearances in public like this, you wouldn't have to be worried about who touching you. And he said, somebody definitely touched me. He disregarding what they saying. Somebody definitely touched me because I feel that I healed somebody. I know I healed somebody just now. Read on.
And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately.
They found out who that woman was. She was trembling. She was shaking, scared for her damn life. Fell down in front of him and proclaimed to everybody that I just touched him. I just touched him just to be healed, and he healed me. I'm healed. The disease is no longer in my blood. He fixed me. She started proclaiming and yelling at the top of her lungs how good Christ is and how well he healed her just by touching. Read.
Concert. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace.
Thy faith have made thee whole, meaning you believed in me so much that you thought if you could only touch me, you would be healed. And because of your faith, the Most High has made it so. Just by touching my garment, you were healed because you believed that would heal you. You believed the Most High that much. You believed in him so much, you said, if I could only touch this man's robe, I would be healed. You understand? Brother, if you would only just believe in the Most High ever so slightly, you wouldn't be pissing your pants over a needle. If you only believed in him a little bit, you in your basement, you naming yourself, you acting like you just God all damn mighty. You know everything, obviously. You know everything. The I.S.U.P.K knows nothing. But if you just believed a little bit, you wouldn't be scared of a damn needle. Ain't nobody. And meanwhile, nobody's forcing them to take this. You understand this, right? They're going around the world on the campaign that nobody take the needle. When nobody said that you have to take the needle. The government didn't even say you got to take the needle. They said it's optional. It's optional. You can take it if you want to take it. The UPK ain't say you had to take it. But yet and still, they going around the earth talking about, so don't take the needle. You just don't believe in the Most High. That's what it is. You were so afraid of the coronavirus, you stayed in your basement all year. Now you so afraid of the vaccine. Now they made something so that you don't got to stay in your basement all year no more. But you're so afraid of what they made to get you out of the basement, you going on a campaign online telling people not to take it. What aren't you scared of? You scared of the virus. You scared of the cure for the virus. Like, what good is a man like you? Like, you're no good. You're no good to the Most High. The Most High can't even use you. He can't even use you for nothing. You understand? Give me Jeremiah chapter 8. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the beginning. Uh, 8 and 22. 8 and 22. This is Jeremiah talking about us being hurt, like not sickly hurt, but being hurt like being slaves to our enemy. Jeremiah's talking about how we're slaves to our enemies, and he made a comparison. If you know anything about comparisons, when Christ made one, Christ made a comparison. He said the kingdom of heaven is like 10 virgins and one groom. Christ wouldn't say that if that was a sin. You understand? He wouldn't say the kingdom of heaven is like murdering a man. Like, he wouldn't say that. You understand? That's how you know multiple wives is not a sin. So what Jeremiah is about to say lets you know that this is something that he believes in. This is something that is the truth. Read on. Jeremiah 8 and 22.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 22. Is there no blame and
Balm.
concert? Is there no balm and Gilead?
Gilead. Matter of fact, read 21.
Concert. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, am I hurt?
Mm-hmm.
I am black.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I may be in the truth, but because y'all hurting, I'm hurting. You understand? Because I gotta turn on the damn TV every day and memorize a new name. I gotta memorize a new name that got choked out, that got shot in the head. They got shot while they was inside their own damn house and the police was shooting through the damn walls. Got shot because you owed child support. Got shot because he want to stand on your car and empty a whole 100 clip in your windshield. Talking about he was scared for his life, so he had to keep reloading. I had to shoot the whole damn clip and reload it 8 times. I feared for my life. Memorizing new faces. Jeremiah was hurt, man. He's hurt. Read.
Astonishment had taken hold on me.
I'm astonished. I didn't know we could be destroyed this much, but here we are. Read.
Concert. Is there no balm in Gilead?
Is there no balm? You know what balm is? Balm is like you buy a cream or the doctor give you a cream to put on, some ointment to put on you. That's balm. Balm is ointment. Yeah.
Astonishment means surprise.
Yeah, he's surprised. That's what I'm saying. He's surprised that we're destroyed this much. He said, I'm hurt for my people. I am black. I am sorrowful. I am astonished. Like, I did not know we could be destroyed this much. Like, I knew they said we would be slaves in America, but damn.
I do feel like this.
Yeah, kind of. You got it in common with Jeremiah. You got the same thing in common with Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, Salaki, Lord, you said we was going to be slaves, but damn. Is this what being a slave is? Is this really what it is entailing? Every damn day getting up for your oppressor. Not knowing if this is going to be the last time you step outside your damn door. Memorizing your brother's face on the damn news all over again. Just memorizing them. So memorizing so many of them, you feel bad when you forget one. Because it just keep happening. It keep happening. Knowing that you got a son that lives under American rule and he got to watch his back in America because he might be shot for carrying Skittles in Arizona during halftime of the Super Bowl. Like, is that you didn't like, sir? So like, Lord, if you had told me it was like this, I'd have went to camp a little harder. That's what Jeremiah is, and Jeremiah saying, "Damn, you said it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know you meant it was gonna be this bad." Read on.
Concert.
Read 22.
Is there no physician there?
Mm-hmm.
Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered?
Meaning he's comparing the hurt that we have serving our enemies to the hurt you have when you don't have a doctor. You understand? All this hell and pain we going through in America, all the hell and pain we went through in Babylonia, in Egypt, you understand, in Rome, in our own land, we was under Rome, in Greece, all the hell we went through in every slavery. He's saying that's the same hurt when you ain't got a doctor. You need a doctor. You understand? If you really so concerned about the COVID numbers, here's the thing. You so damn concerned about COVID. I'm gonna sit in my basement, COVID. They give you a vaccine and you you flip the whole damn script. All of a sudden, this COVID not that bad no more. No. The vaccine is bad. No, now the vaccine is bad. This is what you flip it to. Because it's whatever fits your narrative. Being a slave in America is like being sick with no doctor. And I'll be damned if that ain't a great analogy. You are sick and your doctor is the Lord and you are refusing him. You are sick and he like, I can stop it. I can fix it. You gotta follow the law. You just rejecting him. I'd rather die in America. That's like you cats. Scared of coronavirus at the same time saying, Like, you hate America. I want equality, justice, or peace. Well, no, Joe Biden. Joe Biden's my president. Barack Obama's my president. We hate the honkies. We hate the red side. We want more than $600. We deserve more. We need reparations. You can't even be black in America. And then not serving God. Saying all that and not serving God. Say, coronavirus, almost 1 million deaths. Coronavirus, shut the small businesses down. Coronavirus, wear masks and gloves everywhere you go. Sanitize on your hands everywhere you go. Don't hug your family. You know, a report came out when this first started of an Indian, no, not when this first started, a couple months ago. An Indian doctor said couples should wear masks when they have sex. She said couples should wear a mask when they have sex. The fear of coronavirus is ridiculous. The fear is ridiculous. But you don't fear coronavirus enough that when they give you a vaccine, you take it.
Gone, sir. And you in the UK, they getting the coronavirus part 2, which is even worse than the one we got right now.
Mm-hmm. They got a new strain of the coronavirus. There's a whole new one. Whole new strain of coronavirus came down. And it's kicking the UK. It's kicking them. It's killing them. And the first man in the US just got found with it in Colorado. Said he got the new strain of COVID. Like, you so damn afraid of the virus. They try to give you something for the virus. Now you afraid of what they trying to give you for the virus. It just sounded to me like you a scared man. You just a scared man. You understand? It's like, young man Rob, them brothers is homos. Them brothers is homosexuals. That's all it is. Them brothers is homosexuals. They would never actually stand up and fight because, see, I'm not arguing with somebody all day about a needle. That's not what I'm going to do. Not a vaccine. You want to argue about a needle? Let's argue. Let's talk about how crack has dismantled the black community. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you men, y'all are the reason. Like, the reason why those men act like that is because their daddy wasn't around because he was in the streets either dealing drugs or using drugs. Let's talk about that. That's the reason why those men came in this damn class acting like half a homos, because they ain't have no daddy. Daddy was either in the street using or selling drugs. Mother was either using or selling drugs, either on a pole or bouncing from man to man. That's why they came in the damn class like that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the real problems that ail black people. Let's talk about the doctor that can fix black people. You don't want the doctor that can fix coronavirus? Cool. How about the doctor that fixes black people? How about that? How about the Most High? You come in here arguing about a damn vaccine, but you won't come in here arguing that I.S.U.P.K is home of the truth. That's what you won't do. You won't come in here and say, y'all don't serve God because you know better. You won't come in here and say that, but you will come in here and argue about a damn vaccine. Because the vaccine is your life. You don't serve God. You found out you was an Israelite. You sparked the blunt up and started saying SHALAM and named yourself. God, how much of a psychopath you got to be to name yourself? Jesus Christ. To name your damn self out. Any questions? Any other questions, Akim? Questions, comments? Bakaria?
I got one question. Can I please get the scripture for haircuts?
God, somebody else asked me for that.
If you could, you don't mean haircuts.
Shape ups.
Shape ups.
I remember it off the top of my head too. That's crazy. Give me Leviticus 19 and 27.
Remember that. I don't have my notes.
27, sir.
Nabari, you asked me that. That's why. You asked me earlier in the week or last week or something. I seen it. I meant to get back to you too, man. I'll be just ripping and running. Salagi. So I'm like, damn, somebody just asked me this.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27.
Hmm?
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Rounding the corner of your head is this part of your head right here. The part that brothers like to shape up. You understand? The part that's being covered by my headpiece. You like to round that. And I don't mean that you making it a circle. You're rounding it, meaning you round that off. Like when, perfect example, using math, round up to the nearest number. That don't mean you rounding up to the nearest circle. You just rounding it off. Let me make it even. It's 6.8. Let me make it 7. You understand? Round it off. Got a natural hairline, but it's I don't want it like that. I want it straight. Let me just make that straight like that. You shall not round the corners of your heads. Neither shalt thou mar, same thing with your beard, the corners of your beards. You can't shape this up. You can't shape this up. You can cut it as many times as you want. You can't cut it bald. You can't cut this bald neither. You can do whatever else you want. Don't color it neither. That you don't you don't play that in the UPK. In UPK, look, we don't play those activities.
We be doing that though.
We don't be doing it. We don't play that. Don't try to come to camp with some blue damn hair. We don't treat you like Takashi, yeah?
Concert. What does it mean? Or is it just like is there a meaning behind it? Or is it just like just what the Lord says and that's it?
Yeah, there's a meaning. Give me Leviticus. What is it? I got you. 1. Leviticus 1. Give me Leviticus 1. Leviticus 1 and hold on. No, that's actually too far back. Slocky. Why did I do that? Oh. Oh. I had you. I said 19 and 27 was it, right? That's why I had you at.
Concert.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get it for you because I used to pull this all the time. I think it's in the same chapter. That's why. Is it? No. I'm gonna find it. 2 seconds. I'm gonna find it. I want to find it because I ain't been through these in a minute. Somewhere in here where it says don't do, we wasn't supposed to do it because the Africans did it. You understand? So this whole thing, Leviticus, is laws, not the whole thing. A lot of it is laws against doing what Africans did. Like we just came out of Egypt. Africans shape their heads up. Africans get tattoos. Africans, like if you're in a gang, like you're a Crip or something like that, and go to jail, you'll burn a seal on your body or something like that. Africans do that. Africans do that for the dead and stuff like that, or for whatever tribe they in or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Well, that's all African stuff. That's what I'm saying. We do things so much. We think we just cool or something like that. We just made stuff up. No, that's Africans.
That makes me hate them so much more.
Kind of like yeah, like they did that, so you can't do that. You can't do that because they did that. It's somewhere in there. It's somewhere in Leviticus. Lord knows I ain't pull it in too long to be trying to find it right now on the fly.
So I have a question.
Come on.
I have a question that had 3 parts.
Hold on. The young man said, what about your mustache and under the neck? So you can't shape anything up. Like you can't give anything a shape. So you can't shape your mustache. You can't shape under the neck, anything like that. What you can do is you can trim it. You can trim it. You can bring it down. So like your mustache, if it's bushy, you could trim it. You know what I'm saying? You can trim it back. You trim it down like this. You know what I'm saying? Sides, under the neck. You can do all that. You know what I mean?
It's like somebody said, "Captain Morgan looking ass."
Huh?
Somebody say I look like Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan. Look, man. Look. Don't be hating the beard, man. The beard is a mark. Let me say, in Israel, a beard is a sign of honor. When those brothers they got caught by some heathens, and David was king. I believe David was king at this time, and the heathen or the person, somebody cut their beards off. So they sent a letter to David. So they cut them bald, cut their beard bald, shaved them bald, caught them. They was Israelites sent to do something in a foreign land. Those heathens caught them and shaved the whole thing off. So instead of coming back, they wrote David and said, tell them what happened on their mission and stuff like that, and said, we're writing to you instead of reporting the person because they shaved our beard off, and it's an embarrassment to come before you like that. So they stayed away from the whole damn area, the whole damn kingdom, because somebody shaved their beard off. You understand? Like having a beard is a sign of honor. All right, you see what I'm saying? Like that, like in the spirit, that's why women get mad at you. Women, she'll like shave your beard in your sleep, or she'll like cut your braids out or something like that, or shave your hair. Take like if you got a razor in the house, like actual clippers, she'll plug it in and shave your hair while you sleep real quick, like zzz. Like it's a sign of it's a sign of honor to not bald yourself, not bald your beard. To have a nice beard is, you know what I'm saying? You have to have a beard to be in Israel. If you can grow one, you have to have one. You know what I mean? Somebody shave it off. That's like dishonorable. All right. Not if you shave it off, it's a sin. But like in the instance I just told you, somebody shaved theirs off, it's dishonorable for them to come in. So they like, I'm not going to come around. You know what I mean? Until they grew back. All right. So your mustache and under your neck, just trim it. You know what I mean? You can't shape it. You got to trim it. So just do this right here. And a lot of what you'll find out too, we so damn destroyed, we don't know. So in the ghetto, we got horrible beards. It's just true. 9 times out of 10, we got patches, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Like we got horrible, and it's really because we don't take care of our beards because we too worried about what we gonna eat today. I'm not sitting in the mirror, pick my damn beard out. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hungry. You talking about something what I'm gonna do with my beard. If you actually take care of your beard, it shapes itself. You know what I'm saying? It shapes itself. Everybody might look a little bit different. Your mustache, your side, whatever, your hairline. If you keep a low cut and you just brush, you have a natural hairline. It may not be exactly what you want to see that's on the picture in a barbershop, but everybody has a natural hairline. And I promise you, women don't care. They do not care. So if you care more than a woman, that's the problem right there. They do not care. So if you have a shape up, if you don't have a shape up, women don't care. But if you in the mirror like, oh man, you have a problem other than the shape up. You understand? That's why I tell brothers don't even work. That's why I usually tell brothers don't worry about the shape up. You in the mirror talking about a damn shape up is usually because you staring at yourself too much. You over there being vain. You all up in your face. You acting like a woman. You acting like a woman. You all up. Oh man, I gotta get this perk, get this straight. You start to obsess over every little detail. You're gonna start to want to get a shape up. You're a grown man. Just brush your hair down, or pick your hair out, and blow your beard out, oil it, butter it up, do everything nice to it, trim it, and leave it alone. Don't be in the damn mirror all day like half a damn homo taking pictures like a woman. You got 200 pictures on Instagram in the past 7 days. I'm trying to say, selfies. It ain't a sense like it. Selfies ain't a sin. They gonna chop the video. I.S.U.P.K says selfies are a sin. Do you want to take selfies? Take selfies, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all be in the mirror like this and be in the mirror like this, and you know what I mean? Leave it alone, man. If women don't care about it, just make sure it's straight, it's clean, and it's trimmed up, and you all right. You good to go. Don't worry about all that. All right. Any other questions or comments? Nabaya?
My question, sir, is how do a man worship money? How do you know you worshiping money? And just by working so hard to provide for your family, is that worshiping money?
Matthew chapter 19.
So like it, sir. There's another thing. It's like, okay, you could work 8 hours a day and 5 days a week, But if you want to like to provide a little bit better for your family, that's what I mean when I say working hard.
Yeah, that's not worshiping money. Like you ain't gotta live like a slave because we in a society. You see what I'm saying? So if sometimes you work a Saturday because you like, man, if I don't work this Saturday, I got enough to pay the bills and put food in the house, stuff like that, do the bare minimum. But I can't never go to do this, go to do that. Like that's not worshiping money. You see what I'm saying? Worshiping money is I don't never make camp because I'm always trying to get the extra dollar. Like a brother like you, like in your instance, you leave from slave and come to camp. You see what I'm saying? Slave be over a certain time, boom, you come down. That's not worshiping money. And then some days when you don't go to camp or you don't go to slave, like this one time recently, you see what I'm saying? That's not worshiping money. Worshiping money is when money obviously comes first in your life. Obviously. We got this coming up. Oh, sir, I got slave. Here's a perfect example. When brothers work for themselves, you work for yourself, you do that little Uber crap or you work from a computer or something. Like you work for yourself and you be like, I got slave.
So like I said, like having your own little business.
Yeah, like having your own business and being like, I can't never come because I got slave. Like, I'm not saying having your own thing doesn't mean that you won't be tied up doing it sometimes. But like you can't never make it. You work for yourself. What do you mean you can't never make? You know what I'm saying? Like worshiping money is when somebody your excuse why you can't do something all the time is always slave. It's always slave, and you're happy with it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't tell brothers to quit their slaves, but it's like if you're not even making an effort to show up, you just happy with like being that slave, and I'm good, man. Let me just send my little check in. To Wob, sir. Not good for camp. Cannot make class. All right, cool. And every time you get home, you just turning on the damn Netflix and chilling and shit in your basement in your drawers talking about the vaccine online. Like that's you worship. Like that's when you start worshiping money because you won't come around the priests and prophets. You don't like you know what I'm saying? You won't come to camp, you won't come to class, you won't come to feast. You won't do none of that because there's money on your mind all the time. You see what I'm saying? There's money on your mind. All right, give me Matthew's 19. We're gonna get the perfect example. 19 and 16. Matthew's chapter 19, verse 16.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 16.
Man, tell boom, boy.
And behold, one came and said unto him,
God.
Good master,
God.
what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
This is a rich man talking to him. What I gotta do to get eternal life? You know what I'm saying? As a brother, you might come into the school with money, or you might obtain money while you in the school. What must I do to get eternal life? Read on.
Concert. There is none good but one. That is God.
He's a good master. He's like, hold on. First, he said, don't call me good. Don't call me good. I follow the Most High. I follow law, statutes, and commandments. There's one person that's good. And that's the Most High. The Most High is the only one who will never tempt you with evil. You understand? Read on.
But if thou wilt enter, but if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. Right? The next two verses, he asked him what? I'm gonna just skip that. He asked him which commandments. Christ ran down a couple for him. Read on.
Concept.
Read 20.
The young man says unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet?
Meaning from the time I was a kid, I kept all these commandments. So what am I missing to get eternal life? He asking Christ because Christ the man with the answers. Read on.
Concept. Yahweh said unto him,
Make sure somebody checking that. I can smell it. Is it on? Good.
If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast.
If thou will be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to Slacky. If thou will be perfect, go and sell what you got. Meaning you so damn rich, you won't be perfect. Sell all that stuff you got. Read on.
And give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
Man, and he said, sell all. He said, man, what do I lack? I kept the commandments since I was a kid. But you got a, a I8, you got a BMW I8, you got a 911. You know what I'm saying? You got a track star. These are all cars and stuff like that. You got a 19 bedroom, 8 bathroom house sitting on 14 acres with a pool outside. So man, sell all that stuff you got, man. Sell all that stuff you got and come follow me. He said, damn, man, I thought it was gonna be something else. He was hoping it was anything but stop being rich. You understand? Anything but stop being rich. This is a man that worship money more than the truth. You came to Christ like, this is it, man. I want to be a part of the kingdom. He said, surely all you need to do, since you do everything else, get rid of the possessions and come follow me. That's it. You follow the law, statutes, and commandments, right? That's like these brothers that came into the damn class. I don't eat pork. I don't eat shrimp. I don't eat crab. I don't eat lobster. I don't do none of that stuff. All right, cool. Well, get off the couch. Come to class. I don't know about all that, man. It's because you don't truly love God. That couch is so comfortable that you don't want to serve God. You know what I'm saying? The money you get from your slave is so good, you don't want to serve God. You're afraid of somebody finding out you an Israelite at your job. You like, oh damn, I can't join the I.S.U.P.K. They all over the damn internet. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just follow the law, statutes, and commandments, but I can't actually join them. I can't join them. You understand? That's what he said. He said, I can't join them. Read on.
Then said Yahweh unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God.
It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. It's easier for that. That's as much easier. It's easier for a camel, a huge camel, to go through the eye of a needle. So, this is a hole. He's trying to fit a huge camel through this hole right here. Trying to fit a huge camel through this hole, right? Now, imagine the needle, like a needle point. I don't forget nothing. So trying to put a camel through a needle.
There's no way.
There's no way. That's like trying to get a rich man to come into the truth. That's like trying to get a rich man to actually come into the truth. Not saying I support y'all, trying to actually get him to be down. You understand? Actually be down. Now, when we say this, you ain't got to be poor to be in the truth. You understand? But you over here with that, you got a Beamer, right? You got a Beamer, you got this I8 over here, you got this track star over here, you got 2 Teslas, you got a mansion over here, 2 condos, beach house. Get rid of some of that. Get rid of some of that. Donate some of them funds to the truth. Donate those funds to the truth. You really about it? Good.
Because your heart, the scripture said
where your money is.
The heart is where your treasure is, where your heart is.
Yeah.
So if you got all these things, you're not even worrying about the truth. You're just worrying about your wealth.
That's all you worrying about. You got an eye. You worrying about keeping up with the Joneses. You see what I'm saying? Word. I'm not saying you can't have an I8. You see what I'm saying? You want a fast Beamer running through the streets? That's no sin at all. It's no sin. But if you got an I8, a track star, 2 Teslas, a mansion, a beach house, a condo, you traveling to Poland, Ireland, Switzerland, back and forth, you hardly available for camp. You worship the money. You see what I'm saying? You worry about keeping up with the money. You can have a lot of money and be in the truth. You understand? Who did it? Abraham did it. Abraham and Lot had so much damn money. Abraham and Lot had so much money, they couldn't even be next to each other no more. These servants were starting to have disagreements and arguments. There was a whole land. There's a whole land they was on. It was so big, just those 2 men had so much money, power, servants, cattle, women, children. It was too much. They split and went their separate ways. No beef or nothing like that. They were still family, but they went their separate ways. They was like, look, we keep staying together. our servants going to wind up fighting, and it's going to turn into something they don't need to turn into. We just too large to be next to each other anymore. You understand? And both those men was good in the sight of the Most High. How you know? Abraham is Abraham. And Lot, they saved Lot from getting destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah because Lot was a righteous man. He was the only righteous man in that city. It's possible to have a plethora of riches. You know what the difference is? Like with Job. Job had riches be ridiculous riches. Satan took it all from him, took everything from him. Job stayed perfect to the Most High, and the Most High gave him double what he had before. It's perfect. The Most High gave him double. You understand?
Kind of concept. Like an average man in the world right now, they have riches and the Most High took it from them. They're ready to jump off the bridge.
They will kill themselves. Have you seen COVID? Have you seen COVID? Have you seen the stock market? Have you seen Wall Street?
What about that man Ponzi scheme?
You understand? They will kill themselves. You find out somebody took your money. Oh my God! And you go kill your damn self. You kill yourself because money is everything to people. Money is everything. That's why the Most High is saying. I mean, Christ is saying it's easier for a camel to go through a needle that you put thread through than for you to than for a rich man to actually come into the truth. It's just easier. That place is in, that should show you how special Abraham is and how special Lot was. You understand? How special you can be. You can do it. But you have to be an extraordinary man to be focused on the truth and still have that wealth. You understand? Like that's why you usually come into the truth after you ain't got nothing no more. You down, you confused, you seeing things in the daytime, you like going crazy in your damn head. You be at your lowest when you come into the truth. You don't be at the damn top of the world. You understand? Read on.
Concept 25. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, "Who then can be saved?"
Who can be saved then? And then just who in the hell can be saved if the rich man can't come into the truth? I mean, Christ is like looking at them like the disciples are still in awe of rich men. You understand? He's still looking at rich men like they're something to behold. And Christ is looking at them like, y'all gotta be better than this. Read on.
But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, "With men this is impossible. Con. But with God, all things are impossible."
With men, this is impossible. Meaning, if you was just on your own, no, you could never be rich and be in the truth. But you're with the Most High. With the Most High, all things is possible. Which is why Abraham was able to do it. Which is why Lot was able to do it. Which is why Job was able to do it. And Christ, if he wanted to, could have did it. You understand? Who else? Moses. Moses knew, what did he do? He knew the secrets of the Egyptians, or he was like the equivalent of like a college graduate in Egypt. He's like the equivalent. I can't remember the wording of it, but he was wise. He was wise in the Egyptians. That's like going to college in America, going to college and being a doctor, but still being in the truth. You can be smart and wise and make a lot of money and be in the truth. You know what I'm saying? King Solomon. Why? You understand? Like, I didn't use him because we had our kingdom at that time. So people gonna be like, "That's the kingdom. You could do that. That's different." Because you got two extremes. You got people that be like, "I'm not gonna be poor, damn that," and you got brothers that be like, brothers that say, "I'd rather be rich than be in the truth," and then you got brothers that say it's impossible to be rich and be in the truth, which is not true. You understand? You don't want to teach people to be losers. Don't teach people like, don't never strive for nothing in your life. Just be happy with being a slave. Just be happy with being a slave. Like, you don't want to teach people that. Why the hell would you tell people that? That's MLK. You want to be a janitor, be the best damn janitor? Hey, come on. For real? Be the best damn janitor I could be? Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, like, that's not what you teach people. If you want to get money and be in the truth, it's 100% possible, but put the truth first. Put the truth first. Understand that. Put the truth first. That's it. After that, Peter says, we left everything to come follow you. And Christ told them what y'all going to get for that. Like Peter and all them left their money. Like they jobs was fishermen. They completely quit. They just quit. There wasn't no unemployment back then. They quit. They just said, I'm gone. Said, well, we following Christ. I don't know where the food coming from. I don't know where the money coming from. But they go fish. But I don't know where the money coming from. I don't know where the house going to be at. We following this man. They put him first. That's why Christ said, read 28. This is going to be the last scripture.
And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's their gift. They're going to sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. That was their, like, you love everything. You're right. You're 100% correct. Y'all love everything to come follow me. I mean, it pays off. And our kingdom is coming to where you ain't got to be worrying about truth or prosperity. Being the truth or prosperity. Support my family or being the truth. You ain't, brothers, and you ain't gonna have to worry about that no more. You don't have to worry about that because you're gonna put your feet up when your oppressor back. He gonna be the coffee table. And the rest of them gonna be out there picking the cotton. You understand? The rest of them's gonna be out there picking the cotton. I feel like we ain't cover that in a while. I may cover that on Friday. Slavery that's coming to the oppressor. You understand? Like, you ain't gonna have to worry about that in a minute. That's why it's like, you get rich in this lifetime, cool. If not, cool. It's the last days. Like, make sure you in the truth. That's the thing. That's what Christ is trying to say. Okay, Abraham did it, Lot did it, Job did it, but just understand it's easier for you to put a camel through a damn needle. I mean, you can do it. In the truth, anything is possible with the Most High. That's why he said that. But he's like, look, you should probably just focus on the truth. Now, if you could do both, good, Most High in Christ, you got skill. But just focus on the truth first. It's the last days. You really want to get caught with your pants down? Like, come on. All right, with that being said, it's 9:00. We're going to wrap this up. Let me see. Questions, comments? No? 1 second. Make sure I covered all that because I don't want to cover this on Friday. And I think they're still in the class. Don't come back here Friday, please. Don't come back here Friday, man, talking about some damn chip, some vaccine. Don't do that because I'm going to ignore you next time, man. Man, if there's like Mudjum, Shabbat, Mudjum, Barak, Yahweh, dismissed.